You will never believe where I am right now and who I'm sitting down with. So, we're going to tell you all about the 3 FRYE coin with the one and only Charlie Frye. Are you guys ready? Because I know I'm ready. Let's do this.
Hello, Charlie Frye here. Greetings from fabulous Las Vegas. I'm going to warm up just for a second here. Ta-da! But we're not here to talk about this. We're here to talk about this. 3 FRYE, the 3 FRYE coins. There they are.
What are the origins of the 3 FRYE coin? 3 FRYE is a very popular plot, but how did it get the Charlie Frye touch?
First off, Chris Kenner's 3 FRYE is pretty darn perfect. So how do you improve on something perfect? Well, I love doing things with different coins. I love doing a matrix with the 4 different coins. And I've seen some interesting 3 FRYEs with different colored chips. But I thought, well, what would it be possible to do it with 3 completely different coins? And that's what I proposed to Marcello. We kicked that around, and I love doing things with poker chips. They're so different, and these just stand out so different. And I always thought, well, what would it be like if you could just do the routine without ever having to come across? Just simple. Like I say, visual that could be done even silently. 1, 2, 3. Just that simple. Is that possible? And I think now it is possible.
Do you need to know how to do 3 FRYE already to perform the 3 FRYE coin?
You don't have to, but you should. Everybody should know how to do 3 FRYE. Chris Kenner very graciously let us call this 3 FRYE as a play on words, 3 FRYE coin. And yeah, you should know how to do 3 FRYE. What makes this different, besides the obvious that it is 3 completely different coins, it can be done silent. So with 3 FRYE, a little bit of explanation is needed along the way to justify the moves, in my opinion. But with this, it can be done just in pantomime, just very simple, very clear. A couple of suggestions I would make for doing 3 FRYE coin: maybe polish one of the coins and don't polish the other so that these really stand out against one another. I like the patina of the copper, so I would think about maybe polishing the silver one so it's shiny. And you'll notice on the trailer, on the promo, how I perform it. I've noticed that you can actually ask people which one they want to go across next if you're talking through it. You can say the copper coin or the chip, and most people will say the chip. Everybody I've asked that to has always said the chip, and so then boom, the chip goes across, and then the copper one, and that's just a nice subtle thing. If by chance they said the copper one, I would say, okay, let me see if I can make the copper one go across. Evidently not. Oh, there it goes, and then they all go across. And also, this is actually the gaff here. Ta-da! Here it is. This is a tuck. Actually, it's a triple tuck. The tuck coin is what Mr. Tango won the FISM Invention Award in 2012, I believe, for. So this is a triple tuck. And you could just use the silver dollar and poker chip part just alone to do some really clever things. Transpositions and vanishes just with those two as well. So it's a real versatile prop. And I love me some Mr. Tango. Very creative, very imaginative, and very good quality.
Which coins are included with the 3 FRYE coin?
All right, so there are 3 normal, 1 chip. This is a $25 chip, I believe, is what the green represents in Vegas. A copper faux Morgan silver dollar. You call this a centavo, you can call it anything. And then silver dollar. And then there is the gap, which can be all 3.
Is the 3 FRYE coin easy to do?
Well, if you're familiar with coin magic and you can do a finger palm, then yes, it is. It's not like drinking water. There is skill required, but it's the kind of skill that you should possess if you do coin magic.
What are the angles like with the 3 FRYE coin?
Well, a finger palm is already very safe. It's very good if you're conscious about your angles. And these are really big, and I don't know, I find it nicer to finger palm a large coin as opposed to a small coin, because your hand doesn't have to be as cramped. So I think the angles are good. It's all right there. It's all like this. I mean, I've performed this for kids, and people say, well, kids are the hardest to entertain, only because they will bust you if they see something. Kids are not that hard to fool. They're wonderful to fool and to entertain. You just have to make sure that you're safe, that you're secure with what you're doing. And I haven't been busted on it. It's very quick, it's very fun, it's very visual. With FRYE, if you don't want to end up with a finger palm at the end here, you can sleeve this, because it's going to stay together. So the last coin can be sleeved as it goes across. And if you have a magnet up your sleeve, you're going to be free to even lower your arm. It's not going to go anywhere. So there are always ways around it. In the beginning, if you watch the trailer, you'll notice that the first one, I'm adjusting my sleeve as the first one goes. And this hand is already so protected. And this hand has got the gaff and it's so clean. And then it's still clean, after the next vanish. And again, so much is, my hand is, if it's this, boy, those angles, unless somebody is right behind me, there's nothing to see, And there, the next one, again, how much better do you have to be? And then boom. And now all the attention is there. If I'm wearing carpenter pants, which I always am, I can drop the gaff here if I don't want to continue with the rest of the routine. If I'm wearing a jacket, I could sleeve it. If I want to continue with the rest of the routine, it's worked out so that I'm getting rid of the gaff right away as I'm starting to produce the others. It's all very ankle friendly, I think. Throughout the pandemic, I've collaborated with several people, and I've also helped a lot of people by Zoom lessons with their acts or their material, their technique, their structure, their character. But Mr. Tango, he's a working magician as well as an inventor, and I think that's great what he brings to the table that way. He understands the performance aspect, not only the quality of the prop itself, but the whole structure of a good routine. So he's one of my favorite people to work with. There's a handful of people that I work with in the world on stuff like this, and I think they're the best of the best.
And our question of the week comes in from our friends at Abstract Effects, and they wanted to know, what would be your dream effect to perform Money is No Object?
Dream effect, Money is No Object. It'd probably be the classic floating lady, but one of those really, really elaborate versions from the past that involves this big rig and somebody like Del Rey climbing up into the rafters to fix up the Blackstone, that kind of thing. I think maybe that would be it, and maybe this would be another dream effect. I don't know. We'll see. Luke, call out a card. Name a card. Playing card.
7 of spades.
7 of spades. Is there a reason to have some cosmic significance?
The number 7 is lucky in Vegas, right?
Well, lucky in, yeah, it is.
7, 7,
okay, so imagine that I could just take the cards, throw them in the air, they would cut themselves, and the 7 of spades would come down on top. That's the idea. Like that.
No.
That would be the dream effect. La, da, da, da. That's your card.
It is now time for our question of the week, and this one comes from the man himself, Mr. Charlie Frye.
All right, here's my question. What is a new plot in magic? Give us a new plot. It's hard to think of a new plot, Sometimes it's easy to think of a new presentation, or a new method. Let's get a new plot out of you.
Wow, wow, wow. What a fun afternoon hanging out with Charlie Frye in the theater, where you've seen so many of the Quarantini videos, which is why I wanted to send some love not only to Charlie, but his beautiful wife, Sherry, back there as well. They made us smile during the pandemic. They made us happy. They made us remember the good stuff and forget about the crazy stuff that was going on. So I want to give a lot of love, not just to Charlie for hanging out with me today and telling you about his brand new FRYE coin, but also for helping us out through 2020. And if you've never seen him perform, you're in for a treat. you are in for a treat. So lots of love going out to not only Charlie, but Charlie Frye as well. And he's running around back here somewhere. And last but not least, as always, here we go. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so the next time we pop up with a video just like this, you find all about it. It's gonna pop up just like magic, just like always. What's he doing? All right, that's it. We're out of here. Catch you guys in the next video. See ya.